Wipe the sleep from your eyes. Quit dreaming now, the sun is on the rise. And by the end of the day.
Well, good morning. Last night was my first night back here in my real bed here at home base, aka headquarters, after an entire month on the road, and it felt amazing. It also felt amazing not to have to worry about grizzly bears being right outside. For over a month, I've been sleeping in grizzly country, whether it was in my truck, camping in my truck, or in the back country. So, wow, it was nice to not have to think about that last night. I slept really, really well. I just figured out that I'm all out of propane, so I need to use my camp stove to make my coffee this morning. Luckily, I have a backup. This is what we got going for breakfast this morning. A healthy breakfast, steel cut oats with some pure honey, some almonds, and blueberries. I have a lot of projects and chores to take care of while I'm back here, and I will talk about where here is a little bit later. The first thing I need to do is get this trailer cleaned up because there is about an inch of dust all over everything. The floor needs to be swept and mopped. It's just gross in here, and I have to live in here, so that's the very first thing. One of the things I really appreciate about this trailer is this dinette is made out of kind of vinyl material, and it makes it really easy to wipe it clean. Ruh-roh, just saw a mosquito in here. Not good. My name is Catherine, and I am a self-proclaimed neat freak. The irony is not lost on me that I have lived in the dirt for the past 6 years, so it's definitely been difficult to keep things clean. I do my best. There's something very satisfying about cleaning and also about watching people clean. I believe there are channels dedicated to that here on YouTube. I just pulled out the rug from here and all kinds of dirt fell out of the rug as well. I don't know if you can see this pile of dirt here. Pretty bad. I'm gonna actually do this several times just to make sure it's very clean. True story. I was going about my chores and I was feeling super sluggish and couldn't figure out why, and then it dawned on me why. I had not taken my AG1 this morning, so I decided I needed to fix that immediately. Did you know AG1 supports energy? And now with AG1 Next Gen, there is a new improved formula. The formula was studied across multiple gold standard clinical trials, consistently showing its impact on nutrient gaps in groups with different lifestyles and diets. I've been taking AG1 now for going on 5 years, I think. It may even be 5 years, and it has become part of my daily habit. I take AG1 like I brush my teeth, and sometimes I forget to brush my teeth until a little later in the morning, and that's the case with this morning with my AG1. I didn't take it immediately, and I totally felt it, just like you feel those grimy teeth when you forget to brush your teeth. AG1 is daily support for energy production, regular digestion and less bloating, immune defense, and a healthy brain and mood. AG1 combines a probiotic, multivitamin, and blend of superfoods into one daily, simple, healthy habit. I would never be able to remember to take multiple supplements every day, but I can remember to take 1 scoop of AG1 daily. That I can handle. Over these years, it has improved my focus and energy, my stress and mood balance, my gut health, and more. I highly, highly recommend you try AG1 for yourself. To get started for less than $3 a day, go ahead and click that link below or scan the QR code here, and you will get 5 free travel packs and a bottle of D3K2 along with your welcome kit when you subscribe. I think that's an amazing deal. We're talking less than $3 a day, guys. Thank you once again to AG1 for sponsoring this video. Now I gotta get back to these chores. Whew, it is getting hot in here. I'm sweating. I do have an AC, but I'm not going to turn it on. I'm done cleaning for the day, and I think it's time to head someplace where it's a little bit cooler. If you're a regular viewer of the channel, we are in a familiar place. However, before I show it to you, I want to stop and get a sandwich at one of my favorite places. Yep, Jersey Mike's, my favorite sandwich place. Way better than Subway, if you ask me. I've got my sandwich, and now it's time to head to a tranquil place to enjoy lunch. I am currently in Lone Pine, California. Hot one today, but we are climbing up. It's going to be interesting to see how much the temperature drops once we get to the top. Just starting to climb, and we've already dropped 5 degrees. Final verdict, 11 degrees cooler up here. We've made it here to the Mount Whitney portal. We are about 8,400 feet in elevation. And for those of you that don't know, Mount Whitney is the tallest mountain in the contiguous United States. It's over 14,000 feet. I don't know the exact elevation and I don't have service here, so I'll put it here up on the screen. And this is the trailhead to embark on the summit of Mount Whitney for a lot of people. You can start way down the mountain and come all the way up, but this is the most common way for people to summit Mount Whitney. Pretty busy here, busier than I thought it would be. It's a weekday. It is a Wednesday, but I did notice it is getting busy. Summer is here. There's a really nice picnic area here, which nobody is at, so I'm gonna enjoy my sandwich right here. I can smell the pine trees. It smells heavenly. So I think I've kind of given away the fact that my home base is here somewhere in the Eastern Sierra. I don't think that would surprise you if you've been following the channel for a long time. I'm not going to share the exact location here on the channel, as I'm sure a lot of you would understand why, just to protect my privacy, as well as the property owner's privacy, because I do not own the property that I'm on. I moved locations because I felt like I had an audience over there, and I probably still do. As I mentioned, it's pretty busy, but I digress. I dreamed of living in the Sierra. I dreamed of it well before I ever even backpacked. I used to come up here to shoot photographs, landscape photographs. I was a weekend warrior. I drove up here all the time, every weekend almost. Then I started backpacking, and it's the first mountain range I ever backpacked, and was where I did my very first backpacking trip. The Sierra is a very near and dear place to my heart. To be honest with you, I thought that it was completely out of my reach to ever be able to call this place home, but an opportunity came up that I could not pass up, and it made it doable for me. It definitely seemed like it was meant to be. I mentioned several times that it ticks most of the boxes, but not all of the boxes, and someone had asked me, what are those boxes? I wanted a place that was in nature and fairly rural. Check. I wanted a home that was within half a day to a day's driving distance of my family. Check. The only box that it doesn't check is that I do not own the property. And as I've come to find out through research, that may not necessarily be a bad thing. And it doesn't mean that down the road I might not purchase property. But for right now, it seems like the pretty perfect scenario. So I guess I'm just really excited to share that the whole of the Eastern Sierra is now literally my backyard. There is so much of the Eastern Sierra I have not seen or backpacked. I'm really excited to spend some time here. Right now I'm just here for a very short time, and then I'll be back on the road again. But I will be back. I will be exploring this area a lot and traveling a lot. So I feel very, very blessed that I have the best of both worlds. I live in an amazing place and get to travel to amazing places. I definitely have had some struggles as to how I would incorporate my home base into the channel. And I don't think that it's going to be a part of the channel, at least the exact location. And I've struggled how to incorporate even my general location. But I know that it is something that I really can't keep a secret. You all are so super smart, and also I have run into some viewers as I've been out and about. So I don't think there's any harm in just letting you know that it is in one of my very favorite places on the planet. Another box I forgot to mention that I needed to check was it has to be a beautiful place. I don't think you guys would expect anything less from me. Thank you so much to all of you, because if it weren't for you all supporting the channel and watching my videos, I wouldn't even be sitting here talking about this right now. I am eternally grateful for all of you. And on a different topic, do you know that I have never summited Mount Whitney? That's something I need to do. I need to take care of that. Good morning, catching up with you all on the next morning here. And one of the reasons that I call this headquarters is because it's a base camp for staging and getting ready for my next adventures. And that's exactly what I'm doing. As I mentioned, I won't be here very long this trip. I have some things to take care of while I'm here. One of the things I'll be doing is taking my truck in for an oil change tomorrow. And it's not that I had to be here in California to do that, but there's a number of things that I wanted to take care of, as well as visiting family. While I'm here though, I have various projects to deal with, and one of them is to go through these curtains that I made for the truck. And I made these super easy. I just basically took some valance curtains, I got some hemming tape, I hemmed them to size, and then I stapled Velcro onto them so that it will stick to my rug liner, or my, I guess I call it a rug liner, on my truck camper shell. And it's been working really well. However, some of these Velcro strips are peeling off because, you know, the constant pulling on and off. So I'm just going through all of these and reinforcing them with staples. Another thing I'm working on is editing the backpacking trip in Glacier National Park, and that has been such a beast to edit, but it is such a labor of love as well, and I'm feeling very fortunate to be able to relive the experience through all of the footage. By the time that this video uploads, you will have seen that, and I think that you're really going to enjoy it. I have to be honest with you, those are my favorite types of trips to film and edit. That is my favorite type of content to create. I just love those awesome adventures, and there's definitely going to be more of those coming up during this next leg of adventures coming right up. And even though I'll be leaving this area for a while, I will be back to explore the Sierra. I absolutely love the Sierra. I think that you all know that. So there will be some adventures here in the Sierra as well down the road. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. Thank you all so much for joining me. I always appreciate you watching and coming along. It means a lot to me. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. It is absolutely free and helps the channel a lot. And stay tuned for the next adventure. There are some incredible ones on the way. Thank you, everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.